from the Burlesque Museum in Las Vegas. And he will also be bringing some items from the museum. So this should be a pretty colorful meeting. And the Cave Bear exhibit has been updated and is complete, so come check that out. And Stephen Bishop, they're working with him on doing a large Lego display in the near future. And that's all.
May I add to that report?
Certainly.
And I haven't had a chance to put this in my formal report. I did receive notification from the Nevada Department of Transportation. We received an $800,000 grant to open up the tracks between the East Ely Depot and the Cherry Creek Depot that is at the White Pine Public Museum.
Wow.
That's
huge.
Yeah, we've been working on that for a long time. The grant just got awarded. God willing, the creek don't rise. It is tied into the drainage project from Central Ely because the sewer there runs parallel to the track. So obviously they're going to do the drainage first, and then once that's done, we'll do the track work. But in the history of the railroad, they built the depot out at East Ely, and they were not intending to build a depot in Ely, but they finally did. And the railroad ran what they call ping pong trains between East Ely and basically the Hotel Nevada. And so what we're going to do is bring back that concept and run little ping pong trains between the two museums. So
That's awesome.
yeah, so that will just give us another little attraction, and we'll be able to do that hopefully by the end of next year. So
Great news, great addition to the report.
oh yeah.
Is that tied into the NDOT project?
Well, it is, no, the money is separate.
No, but the project is the drainage, is the NDOT drainage?
Yes, yeah, it's the drainage is the NDOT, and again, the track and the sewer are like right on top of one another, so they want to come through and do the sewer first. We've been working with NDOT on this, and so once that is done, then we'll do the track improvements. So.
Madam Chair, if I could make a comment on this. Kyle, it's nice to see something in writing, however, we don't have any data like month over month, and you know, that if we could perhaps help them with a form.
Okay.
And what groups they actually host and how many people come in, and because there's nothing that really gives hard numbers on this, and we have funded a tremendous amount of money to the museum, and so if
And I know
perhaps we could help them.
in the past, they have provided more and different data, so I'll work with them on
Yeah, but
making sure
it's
that
all
there's
been verbal though,
a
it's not.
a template.
I like, a template, that's a good.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is,
Make it easy for 'em.
we perhaps
Great
we could
idea.
give them some help, because there is if I could, excuse me, borrow this, there's a tremendous amount of difference
Yeah,
between an official report. So,
absolutely.
thank you.
Fair enough.
Excellent suggestion. So are we done with that one?
Yep.
Item 5. Okay, item 6, discussion only. Board member reports. If anyone has reports, would you like to present them at this time?
I'll go ahead and get started. I wanted to thank for being able to go to the Governor's Global Tourism Summit, and that was at the Plaza in Las Vegas, which downtown can, you kind of gasp a little bit, and the money they put in it is just remarkable. So it was a wonderful event, and the contacts there, especially for Kyle, because he could talk shop with bike operators and get down to the nitty gritty of what we had, plus those markets. It isn't go and listen to some people, and I'd heard about things in the past with chocolate fountains and things like that. They don't spend that money by any means. And just the work that has to be done with the media, one-on-one with the media and the travel operators, it's a working meeting. And so for us that we were board members, we weren't doing the actual marketing, that's the hired guns. But it was really a terrific meeting, the Rural Roundup is going to be in Virginia City in April, and would really, if you have that opportunity to go, it's certainly worth it. So thank you for the opportunity.
I'd like to also say something. Also attended the Governor's Tourism Conference. I found it to be enlightening, especially when they discussed international travel. I was really, really impressed with the numbers and the kinds of, the flights that are coming direct to Las Vegas from some of the countries, Korea and other countries. It's just astounding. And I'm looking forward to the Real Roundup as well in April. Anyone else?
The other day, I had a momentary stroke of brilliance, even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. Was just thinking about the fact that we have, you know, the electric car is becoming more and more a thing. There are YouTube videos that are meant to be kind of a joke, that somebody managed to drive one to Ely, had to plug in and stay overnight several areas. And so, and once they got here, there wasn't much to be done to recharge the thing. It occurred to me, it could be really cool, and to get out ahead of this trend that's going on, if during our downtown project, at various places, maybe 4 of them on, 2 on each side of the street and staggered throughout downtown, if we put in some Tesla charging stations, worked with Tesla to get those in. And then I don't know how long it takes to charge one. I'm guessing probably long enough to park their car and get out and go spend some money. And so I'm just thinking right downtown, they can parallel park, get it charging and get out and go spend some money.
Do you mind if I add a little bit to that?
Please.
My cousin lives in Ogden, he drives a Tesla. When on his way here, he had to stop in Wendover because he just did the research ahead of time, realized that he wasn't gonna be able to charge while he's here. And so I know at least one person that would benefit from that.
Well, and I know Beatty has them and Tonopah has them.
Yeah.
And so right now,
I'll go
essentially
Tonopah
what we're
has
doing is we're telling people, hey, if you need to travel north, you need to go on that, or the other side of
Go
the state,
somewhere
because
else,
we don't
don't
have
come here.
anything for
Yeah.
you.
I thought Sahara Motors has one.
I heard they have, it's not a Tesla one, but it's a generic electric car plug-in, so like the Ford electric car and
So
one
you
like
have
that.
to have a Tesla.
You have to have a
system.
specific Tesla one.
So, a Tesla one can plug into anything, but it matters for time. If you have a supercharger, it's about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to charge it full. If you have a regular plug, which is what he did, he stayed at a Holiday Inn Express and
It's like a
plugged it into the 110 or 120 outlet, and that gives you about 3 miles per hour of charging.
Yeah, and again, even if it is at Sahara Motors, that's pretty off the beaten path in terms of tourism. So.
Right, and I thought that Our Place 5 was going to install one, but I think your idea is much better. I mean, we need as many as possible,
Yeah.
but
So I think
thank you.
I think this is something that we can talk about, like Main Street
Mhm.
can talk about, but then also, figuring out how to become, a Tesla affiliate partner, and encourage the drivers to do that.
Actually, we need to contact Tonopah. Have you seen their superchargers they have there? They have at least 5, they have a supercharging park
Wow.
right near the downtown there.
See?
And it's really incredible. I wanna say they have 6 superchargers there, and I have no idea how they found the funding to do that.
Great.
So,
Yeah, that's an excellent idea. Excellent. Okay, anyone else with anything, would like to add anything?
No report from me.
Would you mind commenting
Alright.
on just the
Okay,
Air-
thank
the
you. We're
Airbnb
gonna go on to
conversation?
item 4.
Or wait till
Public
we,
Should we work on that a little more?
we'll work on that, okay. All right, that's all.
public comment?
That's it?
I guess we got public comment.
George,
Yeah, that's
George has some.
Public comment.
There was a report given on the fire and ice and the fishing derby. I didn't hear anything about the possible impact on the fact that they're draining Cave Lake now.
So I'll report on that. I was up there 2 days ago. We did post pictures up on our Facebook page. There's considerable amount of surface area left on the lake, and so as long as there's ice and snow, the activities out at Cave Lake will proceed as normal for fire and ice. And the ice fishing derby has already sent out their invites and applications and everything, so they're still moving, the Rotary's still moving forward with the ice fishing derby as well. So as of right now, no real foreseen impact, as long as the weather still cooperates.
Okay, charging station, was at Sahara Motors, but I didn't know, that it was not Tesla friendly, I just assumed they were common. The other thing was, you mentioned Our Place 5, supposedly they're doing something in conjunction with Mount Wheeler. But I don't know if it's Tesla friendly or generic, we need to find that out. That's all I have, thank you.
Thanks, George.
Thank you very much, George. Anyone else? For public comment? Kyle, is anyone else coming forward?
No, well, hold on.
Yeah, one last comment. You're doing the parking lot, but I don't see a walkway. And for a person who's afraid of traffic, has trouble walking sometimes, you did away with that island, which is a walkway to and from this facility from the parking area. I'm disappointed if you took that out, and it's something you need to consider.
Let's just put it this way, the plans that were approved and some of the audibles that were called,
Some differences.
so there's some differences in that. So what we're, we will be putting in a crosswalk in that from the island to the convention center.
You need a walkway along that property.
Yeah, if you notice, there's one on the jailhouse side, which would be the reverse of what the plans were that were approved.
I'm not talking about the jailhouse, they're taking care of their sidewalk on their property, I'm talking
No,
about the island there.
Yeah, no, I
And that should
know.
have been open in the past, I didn't see the plans. And if we're gonna be friendly to those people that are visiting and parking near our facility, then we're gonna be friendly.
I agree,
Okay.
I agree 100%.
Wasn't done, I'm disappointed. The other thing I'm disappointed in, if, there was no contact with regional transportation, we could have paved the other part of that road, had one nice area in and around our convention center and two high-end properties. We're doing things half-baked. I wanna use a different adjective. But we gotta stop this. No half-baked projects, folks. We talk all about this Main Street America and everything else. We put up signs with arrows, with no distance markers. And then you wonder why you get criticized. I have a big investment in downtown. I want it friendly, and I want it to look good. And I want it friendly to those that have any kind of disability. I don't want them walking in the street, and I don't want them walking across the street in order to get to a sidewalk. We've got to start doing things right one time and one time only. Thank you.
Make a motion for adjournment.
Thank you, George.
Madam Chair, I
Anyone
move,
else for public comment?
I move that we adjourn.
Yes, thank you. Do we have a second on that motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.
All right.
Marietta, do you have a second to hang on for a legal obligations discussion?
Sure, absolutely.
All right, thanks.
Oh no, I'm driving 5.5 hours as soon as I get home.
This has been a Georgetown production. George Chachis reporting. The preceding program was sponsored by The Greek, Ely's Radio Shack dealer at 570 Altman in downtown Ely, and brought to you as a public service by KGTV, Channel 10 in Ely, Nevada.